The morning train screeched across the old wooden tracks, a rhythm that most commuters barely noticed anymore. But today, something unusual caught everyone's eye. A stray dog, thin with patches of fur missing, sprinted along the side of the train. Passengers gasped as he kept up with the speed, his paws pounding against the dirt, his ribs visible, but his determination stronger than hunger. A little boy inside the train pressed his hand against the glass, whispering, "Mom, he's chasing us!" The mother pulled him away, worried the sight would upset him. But the dog didn't stop. For nearly 2 miles, through fields and dust, he ran beside the train as if trying to keep up with someone on board. Then suddenly, as the train slowed at a crossing, he leapt forward and wedged himself between 2 cars, curling up under the coupling, trembling but unhurt. No one noticed except for a teenage girl named Sarah, who had just lost her own dog 3 months ago. Tears welled in her eyes. She felt something in that dog's desperate run, something she couldn't ignore. By the time the train reached the station, Sarah stepped down and saw him carefully crawl out, limping but wagging his tail as though he had just completed the most important journey of his life. And when their eyes met, Sarah felt an invisible pull, like this dog had chosen her. Sarah lived in a small town 2 hours from the city, a quiet place where people knew each other's names, but not their secrets. When she brought the dog home, her mother hesitated. "We don't need another mouth to feed, Sarah," she warned. But Sarah insisted. "Mom, he's not just a dog. He followed us. It's like he knew." They reluctantly agreed, giving him a bowl of water and leftover stew. The dog devoured every bite and licked Sarah's hand with gratitude. She named him Rusty, because of the copper tint in his fur that caught the sunlight. Over the next weeks, Rusty transformed. His ribs slowly disappeared, replaced by strength. His eyes, once dim with exhaustion, now sparkled with life. Every morning, he waited outside Sarah's bedroom door, tail wagging, eager for their walk to the old train tracks. And every evening, he curled by her feet as she studied, his breathing steady and calm. But what truly surprised Sarah was how Rusty seemed to know things no normal dog should. He barked when strangers approached before anyone else noticed. He whimpered softly whenever Sarah cried in secret. One night, during a thunderstorm, the power went out and Sarah was too afraid to leave her room. But Rusty nudged her flashlight with his nose and led her safely to her mother. It felt as if he wasn't just rescued, he was sent. Sarah began to believe Rusty had a story, one she hadn't yet uncovered. Why did he chase the train? Who was he running toward, or from? Months passed, and Rusty became more than family. He became Sarah's shadow. One afternoon, while sitting at the train station where she first saw him, Sarah noticed Rusty staring intently at the tracks, ears perked, body stiff. Then she overheard 2 older men talking. "You remember that dog that used to wait here every evening? Belonged to that homeless man, Henry. Poor guy passed away last winter. The dog, he never left. Chased every train like he was still searching for him." Sarah's heart dropped. Rusty hadn't been chasing the train. He'd been chasing a ghost, the memory of the only person who ever loved him before. And when Sarah boarded the train months ago, he must have seen something in her, a kindness that reminded him of Henry. She knelt down, hugging Rusty tightly as tears fell into his fur. "You're home now. You don't need to chase anymore." Rusty licked her cheek, as if to say he understood. From that day forward, the tracks were no longer a place of waiting, but of memory. Rusty still loved sitting there with Sarah, but now, instead of searching for someone lost, he sat beside someone found. For Sarah, it was clear, sometimes we don't rescue dogs. They rescue us, carrying the weight of their past and teaching us how to love unconditionally. And Rusty, the dog who once followed a train in desperation, had finally reached the destination he'd been running toward all along, home.